Okay, so we're gonna continue basically the project exercise one. We're basically trying to create a cart manager, and there were some issues with actually the code, and I fixed it. I did fix it, so that we can proceed with the last items we're working on last time. Download this file. Download this one. This one it has been corrected, so this one actually works. So download the project exercise one, not complete. So once again, download the project exercise one, not complete. This has corrections to the files I gave you last week. So once again, we're working on the cart manager. So I'm hoping we finish it today so that on Wednesday we can actually begin the products page. And then we can display the cart. So the functionality that we do here is actually the one that's going to be used for the project. So so we are working on the project. So once again, download the project exercise one, not complete. So let me open the folder. So once again, open the project one, not complete. So this is the one that I'm referring to. Download it. Download it. And we're going to be working on it. So let me tell you how it works. So okay, so here it is, the file, project not complete. So let me open the cart. And there are actually two files that are there. Now also notice that I moved the code. Most of the classes are embedded inside the JS folder. So we are going to organize the code even for the project. So the JS folder has the JavaScript classes. So I moved them there to organize the code. I'm already putting the images here because we're going to be using this for the project. So if you open the manager, open the manager. I'm going to open it using the, I guess, Safari. And it should be empty. That's what I want to make sure you have. You have an empty. If you open the manager, this is the cookie manager. It should be empty. Now I'm going to open the cart. So once again, we have the cookie manager. Let me close this one. So we have the cookie manager and we have the shopping cart. This is the one that I just asked you to download. So let's add an item. So the user ID can be anything. So I'm going to put 1111 4 ones for the user ID. I'm going to put 1111. I am going to put for the item ID, you're going to put roses. The one I gave you only works if you type roses. The reason why is because this is viewing the catalog class, and the catalog class has 2 flowers. And the quantity, which is not really being used, you put 4. So if you click on Add Item to Cart, click it once. If you type 1111 here, you should view roses 1. So this is the web cart that is being built for the user 1111. If you click it again, you're going to see that the value here is 2. So every time you add an item, it adds it to the number of roses. Do you see that? Do you see that? Okay, so now you're going to add lilies. That's Lillys. You're going to add an item to cart. And when you click on View Cart Item, whoops, hold on, lowercase lilies, not uppercase. Gotta be lowercase. You'll see that it's being added here. So it says over here we have 2 roses and 1 lily. And if you click on the Add Item again, this is going to change to 2. And if you click it again, this is going to change to 3, the number of lilies. So this is being built so that when you look at the products and you say add to cart, that will be used. The functionality that's there is going to add 1 every time you add an item to the cart. Okay, so now if you type over here 1111 and you type over here the roses, you're going to see the name, the quantity, the price, and the subtotal. You see that it populated? Well, let me make the content darker. Probably you don't see it. Let me make the text box, let's say font style. Let me make it font oh no, text, it's a text style. I forget, I think it's font style, I guess. Bolder. Let me check. CSS for bolder text. Oh, font weight, okay. So font weight, I'm gonna put bolder. This is so that you can see it. So if I put refresh, I'm gonna put 1111 roses. Hopefully you see a little bit better. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So once again, I am asking everybody to download the file that's under project exercises. This is the one that I'm basically explaining what the current functionality is. So here it is, so download it. Once again, I've corrected the files that were not working before. There were some errors, so I corrected it during the weekend. So if you download the project exercise one not complete, view the file, so you can view it here. Now there are two files in the project exercise one, the manager and the card. The manager will let you know the cookie. So what I want you to do first is go to the manager and make sure it's empty. Notice that it has the card. This is the card for the user 1111. So if I want to delete it, all I have to do is put 1111 card and delete the cookie. I will delete it. Remember, this is the tool that you're going to use for your project to debug it. This is not just for show. This is your database interface. So now you can go to the shopping cart and test it. So I'm going to add an item. So for the user 1111, I'm going to put this only really accepts item codes. So there's only two codes, roses, and the quantity is not being really read. You can put any value there. And if you click on add item to cart once, and then over here put the user ID of the user and click on view cart cookie, you'll see the roses one. If you add item again, if you click it again, this item is going to be, the quantity is going to be changed to 2. Now, the other item that you can add is lilies. Lilies. With first one is lowercase I, then the second I is Y. So if you add to cart once and you view the cart, notice that you see the two items. And every time you click on the add to cart, it's going to add one to lilies. And if I click one more time, it's going to be 3, and so on. So this is going to be used when you have the products add to cart. It's going to add 1 every time. Now, if you type over here the user ID 1 and the item, let's say lilies, it's going to populate the name, the quantity, the price, and the subtotal. And remember, we're going to be using this when we display the web cart. So if you click on view item, notice that it populates all the values. So we're gonna work on the cart cost right now. And once again, all this functionality, we're actually going to use it when we display the web cart. So we're gonna, how do you create the cart cost? So we want to basically, the cart cost should be 2 times the roses price times 3 times the lilies. Now, why am I using roses and lilies? For that, to explain that, you have to go to the JS folder catalog. These are the registered users. I mean the registered items under catalog. These are the registered use. These are the 2 items that I'm using. So this is the code for roses, and this is the code for lilies. So that's why I have to enter either roses or lilies, because the code here is roses and the code here is lilies. I don't have any other items. Supposed to add about 2 or 3 more. So they're just a sample catalog. So this is where you know the actual code of your item. So that's what you have to use in the cart. So the cart would only add items that are in the catalog. Okay, hopefully you understand the application a little bit better. So now we're going to work on if you type user 1111, I want to know what is the entire cart cost. So let's create a function. So if you go to the cart HTML, the first thing you need to know is there a function that already computes the entire cart? So we're going to go to cart.js under the JS folder. And let's see, do we have a cost? Yeah, get total cost. So we have 1. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a function to test this. So I'm going to get the total cost. So this is how you set up the form. Go to the cart.html. We're going to create a function. I'm going to create a new function. I'm going to call the function get total. Then I'm going to type let cart equals to new cart, and then I'm gonna put here the user ID. This is gonna be the user ID 3, that value, and then I'm going to type alert. I'm gonna test it before putting it in the form. I'm gonna put the cart at the get total cost. So I'm gonna put here total equals 2. So before putting it in the form, I want to test it. So now I'm going to create the onClick to the get total. So create this function first, basically. Create this one first. This is new. A new. The user ID 3 is supposed to be this one here, this user ID 3. So let's see if it has a name. So that would be the third form. So this is the first form, second form, third form. Okay, so they don't have a name. So ID equals to username 3. And the total is going to be equal to ID equals to total 3. And here I'm going to type onClick equals to, what is the name of the function? Is get total. So this is how I'm configuring the form, get total. So that's it. So this is the third form. This is right after the get item. So once again, I added ID equals to username 3. I am adding for the next text box ID equals to total 3. And then I added for the first button on click get total. So those were the 3 attributes that I added. Now let's go over the get total function. So this is the get total function here. This is the code for get total. Here it is. Can I test it now? Yes? Not yet? Maybe? Okay, so I'm gonna test it. So I'm gonna put enter. Let me see the, let me make sure that I have a web card. You put the 111 and then view card, you should see this. So this is the web card, 2 roses and 3 lilies. So now I'm going to see if the card cost works. If I type 1111 and I type card cost, actually nothing happened, so it didn't work. I'm supposed to be displaying an alert. So let me put an alert here to test it. I'm gonna put 1. Hmm? Oh, okay, thank you, okay, thank you, it's user ID, okay, thank you, okay, so correct that, so the ID is user, thank you very much. I didn't notice that, okay, I see. So let me save it, let me comment out this line. So let's see, okay, so make sure that you have a web card first. Okay, there is a web card. So now let me see if I can get the total cost. Okay, did not give me the total cost. Oh, total 94. Yeah, it is giving me 94.95. Okay, so it's a little bit small, but it is working. Because of that, you can now just type over here, instead of putting it here, you're gonna put total 5 that value equals to, and then put the card that get total. So we don't need the alert anymore. Now we're going to put it into the form. So I can comment out this one. So basically I am now putting it directly into the card. Let me make this a little bit longer. I'm gonna put 6, 6, 6. I'm gonna put here. I'm gonna make them a little bit I think they're a bit too small. 6, 6, 6, 6. I'm gonna put here 6, 10. Okay, so let's see. I'm making the text boxes a little bit longer. Okay, so let me refresh. So make sure that you have a web card again, 1111. So if you click the 111, and if you click on the view card, you should see this. And now I'm going to type 1111, and it should give me about 95. Hold on, it did not work. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I did put 5 instead of 3. Thank you. Yeah. So it's total 3. So the correction total 3. Okay, so refresh and make sure once again that you have a web card to display. Now type over here 1111, and you should get the cost here. So you see that now you see the 94.95. So we're almost done with the web card. Now we're going to delete items in the web card. So remember when we display the web card, you want to be able to display, rather to change the quantity and also to remove items from the web card. So now we're going to work on the delete cart item. Delete cart item. So let's see if we have a function for it already. So you're gonna go to the cart.js. Do we have a actually we have this one. The reason why that one will delete is because of this. If I put the item code and the number order 0, what does it say? If number is less than 0, splice. Splice means remove it from the array. So this is the function that we can use to delete an item. All you have to put is the item code and the value 0. And it will delete it because of this code here. So let's put that to the test. So the function is set number ordered. So let's populate the form. So once again, for those of you that just came in, I'm using the new version of the application. We're using if you go to the project exercises, this is the one I fixed the errors that we were having last time. And so if you go to project exercises, I'm using this one here, the project exercise 1, not complete. So that's the one that I'm currently working on. Okay, so I'm going to delete cart items. So let me populate these and those IDs in the form. So I'm referring to the fourth one. So this is the fourth one. So I'm going to put an ID for the user ID. It's going to put user ID number 4. And for item ID, I'm going to put ID equals to item ID number 4. And for the delete cart item, I'm gonna put on click equals to delete item. I guess I'm gonna put delete cart item. So this is the form. This is the fourth form. So I'm using the ID user ID 4 for the item ID form. The function is delete cart item. Now I'm going to define the form, delete cart item. Okay, so I'm going to type let cart equals to new cart, and this is going to be user ID 4.value. And here we're going to put item code is going to be item ID 4.value, and the number ordered is going to be 0. And what you're gonna put over here is cart dot. And then you're gonna put over here alert item deleted. I don't know if it's true, but so those 3 lines should delete a cart item from the shopping cart. So once again, we are working on the cart manager. There was quite a few mistakes last time, so I had to give you the code, most of the code for what we did last time. So what we have done today is we have done the get total. This is new, and I've also added now this one here. That's also new. Let me see if this one is going to work. Let me test it. So delete cart item. So delete cart item is the 4th form. And that's going to be delete cart item here. It uses the ID username 4 and the item ID 4. So let's see. So I am going to test it. So once again, you have to have a web cart. So I'm gonna see if I have the web cart. Okay, so I do have a web cart. So I'm gonna try to delete the roses item. So I'm gonna type over here 1111, and item ID is gonna be roses. And then I'm gonna click on delete cart item. Now, click on 1111. It should no longer show. It should no longer show the roses. Yeah, it deleted the roses. Remember, the functionality is already in the cart. You just have to know which functions to use. So now that I tested the code, this is what I gave you from the page. So you download the project exercise 1 not complete. You download that one. If you look at the code, I've organized the code so that has a manager and the cart. The cookie functions are in the JS folder. The catalog is defined in the JS folder, and the cart is also defined in the JS folder. I'm trying to organize the code basically. So the first thing that I've added is the get total. And this is the form for ID equals to user 3, ID equals total 3. And that worked. The next one is the deleting of the web cart. So that was this one here. Now we're going to delete the entire cart. So function delete cart. So now we're going to work on this one. So this is going to be let cart equals to a new cart user ID, still user ID for that value. But let's see what function can we use that's already built in to delete the cart. So I'm going to go to the cart and let's see. Oh, this one, empty shopping cart. So that's the one. So all you're going to do is type cart dot empty shopping cart. So now you're going to put an alert. Cart deleted. So those are the three functions that I've added today. The get total, delete cart item, and the delete cart. I haven't tested the delete cart yet, so let me test it. So I need to call the function delete cart. So that's going to be called here on this one, on click delete cart. So let's see if this one works. I'm testing now that one. So these are the functions. Okay, so let me test it first. Make sure that I have a web cart to delete. Okay, so there's one item there. So let's see. I'm going to type 1111 and it should delete the cart. If I say empty cart, it should delete this one. So let's see. Let me view cart. Yeah, it deleted it. So let me add a new item. So once again, for those of you who do not know how to use this interface, you're going to type 1111. For item ID, you have to type either roses or lilies if you're using my code. Why? Because if you go to the cart catalog, this is the codes that I have. You can have your own codes, but right now I'm using these two codes, the roses and the lilies. And if you don't use the codes from the catalog, the shopping cart is not going to work. So you have to know those values. So once you know those values, you can use the, so I'm gonna put for item ID roses. And once again, the item quantity is really not being used too much. So that should add to the user 111, that should add roses 1. So if you click here, And if you click on view cart, you should see 1. If you click it again, it's going to be 2. And it's going to click it again, it's going to be 3. So the idea is that when the user says add to cart, it's going to add one more every time you press add to cart. That's going to be the idea. Now, the other item that you can add is lilies. Lilies. So if I type item to cart once, it's going to be added here. Now, you can have another user. I can have user 222 have lilies. And then you have to type over here 2222, and you will see lilies for the user 2222. So I have 2 web cards. If you want to know the list of web cards, just go to the cookie manager and reload. These are this is the way that the cart is being configured. So this is user 2222, the cart keyword. So this is the cookie. This is the web card for the user 222, and this is the web card for the user 111. So the code supports multi-users. And that interface is this one here, the manager. So all you have to do is just say open with default browser, and then open the cart, and then you can use both. So this is the cart manager. It's the next one. So if I type 1111, I'm gonna get the web card for the user 1111. And if I type 2222, I get the web card for the user 2222. And if you want to know the entire cost of the web card, you can type here 1111, and let's see what's the entire cost. Type 1111, and then type card cost, and it'll populate it. The entire web card is, in this case, worth 68. If I type for the user 2222, that user is 41. And if you want to delete the web card for 111, type empty cart. Cart deleted. And then it's empty. And if you type 2222, which currently has the one item, if you say empty cart, cart deleted, and if you view it, it is now empty. So this has all the functionalities that you're going to add. Remember when you display the web cart and you say, do you want to change the quantity? Do you want to delete the item? So this is the web cart functionality that you're going to ultimately be using when you display the web cart. So these are the 3 or 4 functions that I've added. So these are the only 3 that I've added. Actually, yeah, these are the only 3.
Alright. For doing the card, I'm getting this as illegal. I'm getting this one. This function is illegal. I don't know why.
No, you have to. No, you haven't populated it yet. No, you have to. So now you know how to delete a web card, you know how to delete an item from the web card, you know how to get the total. Are we done with the web card now? I think we're done, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see the. Yeah, I did this already for you. I did this one. We did this one. We did this. We did this one. We did this key and we did that one. So these are the only two that I added, which is for three buttons. So this is the functions. For the get total, it uses user ID 3. What does that mean? User ID 3. For the get total, that would be the third form. First form, second form, third form. So here I have the ID user 3, user ID 3. That's where that user ID 3 comes from. And for the total, the ID is total 3 ID. And for the function call on click get total. So that's the form attributes that you need to add to the form. So that's for the get total. For the delete item, that will be the fourth form. The ID is user ID 4. The item ID, the next text box is item ID 4. For the user ID is user ID 4. 4 means that this is the fourth form. That's what it means. And the function call, it's delete cart item for the delete cart item, and for the empty cart, delete cart. So that's all we've done today, basically. That's all we've done today. So we've only worked on two forms, these two forms only. The rest was already in the code that I gave you. So once again, I organized the code, so I put all the classes in a JS folder to organize the code. Ultimately, we're going to use this to display the web card, so I've added the images. We have the cart manager, which can be used to manipulate the entire web cart. And the cart will just work on the particular web card of the user. Okay, so I believe now we have done the project one. Okay, so let's see. I guess the next part of it is to display products from the catalog. So we should basically, going to the agenda, work on the products. So display. So we're gonna kind of work on the products.html page. So we're gonna display items from the catalog. You do not hardcode the values. You actually are going to look at the catalog and populate this page based on those catalog values. So let's do that. So let's create. once we do this, we're going to be adding the template, but you should first understand the code. So let's create the products page. Remember, this is going to be your project. Same folder, same. So I'm going to create for the first time, I'm going to create the products page. Products.html. Now I'm going to create the web page, a sample one. If we finish this today, next time we'll work on the template. We'll actually just put it inside the template. But for now, we just want to work on the functionality. So that's going to be head, title. This is going to be the products page, products. And then the, okay, so now we're gonna basically display the product. So we're gonna do script, let's see, the catalog is here. So we need to include these two libraries in the product. So I'm going to include them in the header. Include the source equals to, you're going to include the local, cookie. So you're going to put JS / local, quote, JS / local cookie. So you first call that library. The next library is the catalog. So that's going to be in, I meant not include script. Sorry. Script. So the next script, it's the one for the catalog. So that's going to be source equals to JS / so script it's going to be catalog.js. So you're calling the, so you need this is the cookie manager. This is the actual functions that actually store the data. Anybody remembers why do I call it local cookie? Local is for local storage. That's really what that local is for. So these are the libraries that the products is going to use. Now I'm going to display the items. So I need to instantiate the catalog. So I'm going to type let x equals to new catalog. So building my new catalog. How do I get the products? I'm gonna call the function get products. So let items equals to catalog. No, x dot get products. So I got the array here. I got the array of objects. Now I'm going to do a for loop to populate the products. Let I equals to 0. I smaller than the array, which is x dot length I plus plus. So now we're going to populate the items. So let me display the, I guess, system out print line. So I'm going to display the item name first. So that's going to be X. That's going to be actually items. No, sorry. This should be items. Yeah, this should be items. Yeah. So this should be items I. That let's see what catalog, what is the, okay, we can use okay, we can use the name, so let's see. Let me display the name. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I'm going to test whether this code will display the item name. So let me run it. So I'm gonna go to products and open with default browser. Okay, so it didn't work. Otherwise, it would have displayed the alert. So let's see what went wrong. The catalog. Okay, this is returning these products. So it's returning this JSON object. It's returning that JSON object. So how am I gonna reference it? Items I. I'm trying to reference this particular one, the name. So this should be 0. Well, let me test it. I don't need this. I don't need this one to test it. All I need is to put an alert. Alert items 0 dot a name. So let's see if that gives me the name of the first item in the catalog. Yeah, white roses. So the code is working actually. So the only issue here was the why the length didn't work. I think I know what the problem is. I misspelled system. It's actually system out uppercase S. Let me make sure it says system. Yeah, uppercase S. That was my fault. So the which wasn't working. I didn't put the uppercase S on system. Okay, so I'm gonna display the name, and then I'm going to display the a break to put them in separate lines. System out print line. I'm gonna add a break. Okay, so that should display the 2 items. Let's see. I did not. Well, let me do the alert here. See if there is a problem with the code at this point. I don't know if it goes at least inside the for loop. Okay, so it does go again. It does go in the in the for loop. So now let me see if the first one fails. I'm gonna put alert 2. So if alert 2 doesn't show up, there's a problem with this line. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So there is a problem with the with that line. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna add the system. I'm gonna call it different function. System write line should work. System out. Let me check. JavaScript system out print line. Oh, that's Java. Okay, so so I'm getting confused in the language. It's JavaScript write line. Let's see. Oh, document write line. Okay, so I was Java. Yes. That's the only problem with knowing multiple language. You do get sometimes confused. So I was thinking on Java then. So it's document write line. So that was the problem. So here it's document then document write line instead, and also change the second function call to document write line. Okay. So I should hopefully have a correct code now. Okay, so there are the two items. Remember, we don't have a template yet. Okay, so I'm going to be adding an add to cart here, an add to cart link right next to it. So how do I display the price? I might as well display the price. Plus space. I'm gonna put a space. Then I'm gonna put the price items I price. Okay, so let me run it. So now I should also list. Oops. I'm not getting the price. Let me see the catalog.
You put two eyes in the,
Oh. Oh, thank you. So let me. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the add to cart here. Okay, so the link is going to be document write line. Okay, so how do we create the link? Okay, we're going to, I guess, put the A element, href, and then so here I'm gonna put add item. Not functional yet. I just want to add the link. add item. So let me run it. Okay, so now I have the add item. Now let's see if we can make it functional. Okay, I guess one way to make it functional is to add the on-click. We can say on-click. We can say equals to add item. We have to pass it the it needs to know the item code, so we have to pass it the item items code, code, and we also need to pass it the items quantity. Well, not really, we're not gonna use that one. Well, we don't have a quantity yet, so just the item code, that's all we need, and the user ID, we'll worry about that later. So we passing the item code. Okay, so let me create the function here. Add item. So the code has the parameter. So we're now going to put let cart equals to new cart. We're going to assume the user ID is 111 for now, and then we're going to be adding the cart.add item. We're gonna put the code, and the quantity is going to be 1. And let's see if it works. The add item. Doesn't like the name. Let me put item X, I guess. Actually, still. Oh, I put the semicolon. Of course, that was the problem. Put semicolon by mistake. Okay. That was, it threw me off. Okay, so this is the add item. Okay, so let's see if this works. And then once we do this, we can now start working on the template. And we have the code to populate the products. Okay, so, oops. The link did not show up because I got rid of the href. So href, I'm gonna put pound. So put pound. That would continue making it into a link. So let me refresh. Well, I should look at the manager. .html. Okay, so delete this one. Refresh. Okay, it's not working. It did not add the item. Okay, so let me see what the problem is. So I'm gonna put an alert, make sure that the function call is working. Then I'm gonna put an alert after the new cart. Let's see if, oh, of course. What is the problem? I forgot to add the cart library. We need, of course, the cart library, the script source. So that would be JS cart. So I forgot to include the cart library. So that's probably the reason why it didn't work. Okay, so let me test it now. The alert did not show up. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me put the tilde. Yeah, what I need to put over here is the value of items code. So I have to type the $sign code. So it should replace it with the actual items code, not that string. So I fixed it with that code there. So hopefully that will fix it. Okay, it is fixed, but it's showing the why is it showing the add item? Okay, because I put it into a string. I see, that's why. Okay, let me put the tilde here. And the double quote here. Would it work? Yeah, it's still gonna there's a string. Okay, let me put it. Let me build this the link. So I'm gonna put on click double quote plus. Then I'm gonna put a single quote here. Then I'm gonna put item. So I'm gonna put here add item parentheses. But the actual value has to be substituted with items code. So that's gonna be items code. And then add the double quote, single quote, and then continue with the link. I think that might work. Let's see. So I'm hard coding add item because that's the function call, but this one must be substituted. Oh no, but I have a single quote here and single quote there. So let me put here the okay, I guess I'll use the tilde. Tilde. That means that I have to use here the percent but I'm not sure if this double quote is going to interfere with this tilde. Let me do it the other way around. Tilde here. Yeah. And instead here I'm going to put out single quote. Close parenthesis. Okay, I think now it will. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, there's a syntax. Syntax. Let's see. Right line. Oh, I see. Items I. That code. Okay. So that was my issue. Okay, so let me run it again. Okay, still displaying this string. It's not taking it as a link. Oh, of course, I forgot the bracket. Okay, that's why. So the bracket ends here. Okay, so I just forgot the bracket. That's right. Okay, so add item. But now it should display the function call is not working. It should display the alert 1, basically. Okay, let's try it now. Still not calling the. It's not calling the alert 1. It should display alert 1. It's not displaying it. That means that it's an error. It's not taking it as a function call, basically. The add item. Well, let me, I guess, display the item code. Alert items I that code. Let's see if this code equals to. Let me validate that the items code is working. Okay, so items code equals to roses. That's good, and the other one lily. Yeah, so the items code is working. So this is getting the correct code. Items code. Let me make it, since I'm not really sure if the link is, the problem is that I have a H reference. I'm gonna make it into a button. Type equals to button, and the on click on the button. So, okay, so I'm making it into, well, type, yeah, making it into a button. So click, forgot the value. Value attributes, value equals to add to cart, add to cart. So now the on click, add item. Items code. Okay, so let's see. Still not working. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess I guess I'll debug it later. Not sure why the on click it's to the function called add item, which is here. I'm not sure why it's not making this function call. I must be making a mistake. I guess that's it for today. So next time, since we're almost done with the products page, next time we're gonna put the products page on a template. And I'll have the revision to this add item. So we're gonna literally work on a template. And then we're gonna add the shopping cart. And next week we'll do the login and we're done with the project actually. Anyway, so I guess that's it for today. Almost there, almost there. Well, let me stop recording now.